Yo, back. Another episode of S.Y.S.M. I am your boy Just Right. Got my man D Cole, Ashley Renee, and Matt the Dim Daughter with me today. What's going on, y'all?
Same old, bro. What's going on, man?
Whole lot. A whole hell of a lot. Cause we ain't been together in a minute, man. It's a lot to talk about for real.
It's been a while.
Yeah, but
we trying season 3 and disappear.
For real. But you know, we right back at it though. What's really going on right now is Will Smith.
The smack heard around the world.
You know what I mean? Man. Listen, man, I want to know what y'all would do if you. What would you have did differently if you were Will? You know what I'm saying? Like, you would have waited it out?
I mean, it's hard to say what a nigga would do in the time it happened. Like, you know, just in hindsight, hindsight always 20/20.
Right.
So it's just like, but like in the end, I wish he would have waited it out just for the, and just caught the nigga backstage or the after party or something, or or maybe just walked on stage and said something to him or something.
Right.
Just like
anything but put his hands on him.
But I mean, I think it just comes down to like all the stuff Will been dealing with for the past year or so. Mm-hmm. It all just came out right then.
In that moment.
So long you could poke a bear.
Right.
It came out.
Right. What about you?
Was the bear really poked? Is my question.
So, tell me what you would do if you was Will before you go into it. I know you ready.
I wouldn't have went on. I would not have did anything on live television, national television. Mm-hmm. Now, if it's a situation where you want to address it because you feel like you need to,
right?
Then it's a time and place for that. Mm-hmm. You choose that night,
right? And
that's your first night back because they boycott the Oscars for a while.
Right.
Will disappear. He wasn't doing no movies, no nothing.
Right.
This your first night back.
And he's smacking nigga.
And I'm so disappointed.
So what? I mean, let me ask you then. What would you do
man.
if you was Jada and what I'm saying? Chris Rock was talking about you, and that was your man right there. What would you want your man to do at that time?
That's great question.
Chris Rock is a comedian.
Facts. One of the funniest of all time.
G.I. Jane is not a bad movie. It's a movie about a badass chick
that was kicking ass.
Mm-hmm.
She just so happened to not have no hair.
She shaved it. She was military.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, you gotta do that when you're in the military.
Right.
Or I don't know if it was military. I don't want to,
It was something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But
definitely premises.
It's not like he called her out her name, compared her to like a gremlin or anything like that.
Right.
Like he said, "I'll see you in the next G.I. Jane." I'm like, whatever.
Right.
Like, it wasn't that deep.
Right. I agree.
It was not that deep.
I agree.
It was not.
What you got,
man?
I
mean, at the same time, you can't tell somebody how to be offended and what they should be offended by.
I feel that too.
I mean, as a medical issue that she has spoke out on, was it appropriate? Did it come out of nowhere? I'm not saying he's right. I'm not. I wish he would have held off all that. But at the same time, you can't tell somebody how to respond once they feel some kind of way.
Right.
Like, I understand where he came from. I'm not saying I agree with it, and I can't say I agree with how he handled it, especially at the time, all that, don't get me wrong. But as a man, especially next to your wife, when you think somebody might be coming from, even from past comments before, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that type of stuff can play a part of it. So like I said, I understand it, where he came from. Am I saying it's right? Am I justified? No. But it ain't like it just came out of nowhere.
Do you think he was offended?
Will?
Right. Good question.
I agree with everything that you just said. And if we're talking about Jada's perspective, I even I agree even more because you cannot tell a person how to be offended or not, what they should be offended about.
Right.
Coming from Jada, Will, when he said it, he laughed.
He did.
He
clear as day.
Openly
Clear as day. Yeah.
clapped the hand to it too.
Yeah.
Looked over at Jada, and that's when it was like, oh, okay, my bad.
I feel that, but at the same time, have you ever clapped like, oh, I can't believe this
That's not what he did. That ain't what he did.
Hey.
He laughed.
It wasn't though. Yeah, I believe.
I believe he thought it was funny.
Like,
I believe he thought it was funny.
I'm just saying.
He
Like,
laughed.
Yeah.
He did not.
He did.
Shut down until he looked at Jada, and immediately when the camera rolled,
Right.
he was laughing. Jada was like she
Right.
instantly had attitude.
Right.
Will laughed. Now, if it was different, if the camera rolled and Will was like, like he instant
Right.
right into,
Right.
I might have gave him a little bit. But everybody keeps saying, oh, he was defending his wife. Defending her from what?
He
You
laughed.
laughed.
He definitely
Like,
laughed.
you laughed.
Yeah.
And if she would have laughed, nothing would have happened.
Right.
If she wouldn't have gave him that look, like, hey,
This your last
you
chance,
better
nigga.
get your
Right.
ass up.
Right. Right.
That night would have went impeccable.
Like I done told you about letting motherfuckers talk about me. Like, something like that.
Man, he got up there because he knew what the energy was gonna be on that ride home. He knew
Yeah, type shit like that. Yeah.
what was gonna be talked about on the next red table.
Right. Right.
This woman done got on there. She done talked about
Right.
how he ain't pleasing her. How they did a whole just crazy show together where she talking about an entanglement.
Right.
She set him up for failure.
yeah.
She has
Yeah, it wasn't
talked
cool.
about how unhappy she was in her marriage. She talked about she's constantly bringing little stuff up on the show to like completely trash him. Talk about how she cried. One of the very first ones where it was Jada, Willow, and Will. It was like a family one.
Right.
It was a good topic, but she sat there and he talked about it, like, mommy cried for what was it, like 3 months straight or something like that, 90 days or something like that, and I knew I wasn't doing what I needed to do. Like, this runs so much deeper than
Yeah.
it runs so much deeper,
Ticking time bomb.
and I just feel like you got up there and showed your whole ass. I was just
Yeah, did.
showed your whole ass.
It was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Well, let me ask this then. So I asked, what would you do? What would you have did differently if you was Will? What about if you was Chris? Like, how you think you could have reacted to that, or you would have reacted to that if you were Chris? Do you like the way he reacted?
I think it was the stand-up thing to do.
Right.
Facts.
I hope I could do the same.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean,
you never know what you're gonna do when niggas smack you in the face.
never know. Never know. I mean, say, sure, everybody got a plan until you get hit in the face. I mean,
Right.
what I say now, is that what I actually do? I don't know.
Right. I hear you.
And for real, I probably will never know.
Right.
Like, so, come down to it, like,
Right.
Be careful what you ask for, nigga.
Right.
No.
exactly.
Right. What you say? If you was
It's me. It's my fault.
if you was Chris.
I would have came up out that we would have been boxing.
Yeah.
We y'all can keep it rolling if you want to. This portion of his hand
He smacked
is what smacked him.
Right.
Yeah. And he had like a full follow through with it and everything.
Oh, like-
it was like,
Like
it was perfect form.
it was.
That's why
arm
niggas
was
thought he was
shot-
faking shit.
Right.
It was so
It was
perfect.
so
The Ali
perfect.
training, bro.
Yeah.
Ali.
It's like,
Right.
You are not gonna put your hands on me, and I don't care if it's a situation where you gonna feel it. We are going.
Right.
You not gonna put your hands on me. You are not. But I will say Chris definitely handled it very well.
I mean,
because
as well as you can.
As well as you can.
Right.
And at the end of the day, like I'm big. Like one of the biggest things for me is like don't mess with my kid and don't mess with my money.
Right.
And for that particular situation, I understand why he handled it that way. He had a lot to lose. Like endorsements, you sitting up here. Like right now, Will is a sitting duck.
Yeah.
Will is like there's been so much like just like it's individuals that are supporting him. There's even more that are totally against him.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So I understand why Chris handled it the way that he did. You got so much to lose.
Right.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You on tour right now.
Right.
So and then with being the host or like one of the presenters, I shouldn't say the host, but that's money. Like he just I don't know. I understand why he handled it that way, but
you
coming up to me, putting your hands on me.
Right.
I just know me.
Ain't no way.
Right.
Ain't no way.
Right.
I think though, like Chris, he wouldn't have had nothing to lose if he would have retaliated.
Yeah.
Right. It just been all like he got smacked in the face. Like,
people would understand.
Yeah, people understand. Whatever happened after that would just been is what it is, which would have been just bad for black life.
Yeah.
It
was already bad, but it would have been it just been even worse. Right.
Chris would have swung back and they got his rapping on stage and stuff like that. That'd have been terrible. It'd been good entertainment, but it'd been terrible in the long run.
It was already terrible because and one of the things that was presented was like, what did Chris think he was doing? Like when he walked up to the stage, and that was a question. Because I don't know, like for me, you ain't about to just walk up on me.
Yeah, he ain't like
right.
He ain't move. So I'm like,
maybe because it was Will Smith, it was the Fresh Prince. Maybe he didn't think Fresh Prince was about to come over and smack him in the face.
Or maybe I don't know.
Like maybe if it was another nigga, like you know what I'm saying, I don't know. Like,
I can imagine he did not think that dude was about to come smack him.
Yeah, like Will Smith, like he didn't expect Will Smith to come up and smack him in the face.
Right.
Maybe lean in and say something.
Right.
And Jada didn't stop him.
Nah.
Not at all.
Like she didn't.
She laughed after.
She laughed after when he came back to the seat. She was laughing.
Man,
well, she probably found it to be funny. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you talk shit about me and my dude smack you in the face type shit. So.
Yeah, how much you think the jokes before, like at the previous Oscars, had to do with it? Like, didn't Chris make fun of her before?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, they said like 4 or 5 years ago or something. He made a joke about it or something. So maybe that did have something to do with it. That's a long time to hold a grudge.
Well, again, it was for her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Like it was like I don't know. I guess I don't know. I just.
Yeah, pretty much. He said that is when they was doing the whole blackout Oscars,
boycotting
Oscars, and she wasn't going, and he was pretty much just saying that
she shouldn't be here
anyway.
Yeah, you wasn't invited.
Yeah.
And it was really more so like a slam to her as far as like Will being more successful.
Right.
Like she ain't really.
Right. They ain't talking about you.
Yeah, she ain't really made a whole lot.
Right.
Since, back in the day.
Jason's lyric.
Man, that's a grip. I was about to say low down dirty shit. Nah, she done been in some other shit though. I ain't gonna play Jada, but
the Matrix,
name it then, what? No, she was in the Matrix.
Yeah, I guess I ain't gonna play. She done did some shit.
Good call on that one.
Yeah.
That came out like in 99?
It was
Matrix.
She was in the new one too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When that after 2016 or what?
It was this year.
Wow. I respect Chris for taking it the way he did, but ain't no damn way I could have did that. There's no way I would have did that. I'm fucking it up for all of us. I'm sorry. If that's what the case, if that's what it's gonna be, then it's just gotta be that. Cause it's just the natural reaction. I'm not motherfucker.
I mean, you can tell though that Chris was he held back though. Like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, like he wanted to. It was calculated for him not to do anything.
After that
yeah,
shit. Like, you know what I'm saying.
Rightfully so.
Normal. He was like, he wanted to do something, but like he was definitely the bigger man in the situation. That's
For
hard
sure.
to say for a nigga that's smacked in the face. Like,
For sure.
It
For
would have
sure.
been a whole outer body experience.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
couldn't.
wouldn't even have. It would have been like
Ain't no way.
you would have had to play it back for me to recognize what exactly happened.
Yeah.
Because you smacked, like you open-handed.
The palm.
I mean, just the disrespect of
The
a slap.
disrespect
though.
of a
Right.
slap.
he ain't had
And
no defense. Or
It
nothing.
was
He was not
nothing.
expecting. He just took it
Nah.
full blast to the face.
it was like a smack mush. Like,
Right.
like
Yeah.
a-
Yeah. He went all the way
with a
through with
open-
it.
Like,
Yeah.
It was the follow
It
through.
was a smack of the worst kind. Yeah.
He smacked the worst guy. Right?
Yeah. Period.
I
Weird.
would have
Is
the
it?
blood.
Let me.
I mean, it could have been a backhand smack.
Yeah, that's tough.
That might be the worst. Like,
Nah. Either one. Smack is smack.
Yeah,
Man. I'm cool.
smack is
Period.
smack.
Is a smack.
Let me run this by y'all
Backhand,
though.
though.
Look, check this out, because I read this on Facebook, and I wanted to read it to y'all, see what y'all reaction. It say, at the end of the day, pro-social black men have always been called lame and corny. He was corny for being for the family-friendly rapper. He's called corny for having a relatively clean image. That slap has been building for years, as he said and alluded to in his speech. He has been turning the other cheek for years. I'm sorry. To use one of Rock's old jokes, I'm not saying that he should have slapped him, but I understand. Well, how do y'all feel about that?
ain't that pretty much what I said?
That was going to say that to me it goes along with what you're saying, but you know him bringing up the fact that people used to call, I don't know if I really remember it too much, but used to call Will corny.
Oh yeah.
You know, act like you know.
Going for ages, yeah.
Okay, so you know now he smacked somebody and he wrong. You know, so
Yeah, I heard something too that it was in his book. Will Smith had a book.
that
He said that he always felt like he was a coward.
Yeah.
Because like
He used
his
to watch
father
his-
was beating on his
Yeah.
moms and shit. He didn't do nothing about it. He was like had the claws and shit. So like, you know what I'm saying? It's like maybe it was something that was just building up
I don't know.
for decades type shit.
Yeah,
So like
I don't know. Where y'all at on Will Smith?
I still vote Will Smith.
I
Like,
mean, yeah, me too. I didn't
He
budge on
smacked me in the
him.
face.
I ain't budge on him or Chris, to be honest. Like, I still fuck with both of them.
Wait,
Like,
it was an
they
incident
ain't,
that
they
happened.
ain't lose no points either way for me.
mean,
Like, it was
yeah,
fucked
it
up. I'm definitely disappointed in Will for doing that. You know what I'm saying? I think his apology was a genuine one, me personally, because it spoke to, even though I'm sure somebody wrote it, to me it spoke to who we know Will to be.
I guess that's where
for the
I
most
feel,
part.
Like I can't really say I'm disappointed in him at the same time because like I guess he was standing up for like at that moment it might have been a bad moment for what he believed in. Like you know what I'm saying? He believed like his wife was disrespected, so he felt like he needed to take cue to do something. You know what I'm saying? It might have been a bad time in our eyes to see it, but like
Right.
you keep poking the bear, that shit might hit you just whenever it hits you. Like
Yeah.
Right.
I guess to go back to what Denzel said, like the devil will take you over at the wrong time,
At
you
your
know.
highest moment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the highest moment.
highest
So like, and he, you know, what I'm saying he won the award a few minutes after that. That's crazy. Like
Right.
it overshadowed all that.
Standing ovation. Like,
Yeah, like Will Smith won the best actor award. Like you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like when you remember that, we remember Chris Rock getting smacked in the face.
Right. Yeah, it's too bad he wasn't acting when he was smacking because he really smacked the shit out of him.
He smacked
Like,
the shit
for real.
It was so good, people thought it was fake.
Right.
Like,
Right.
It was like an argument on Facebook for a while. Niggas thought that shit was fake.
Right.
Like, nah, he really smacked that nigga.
That was the first message I got about it because I didn't see it live, but
I didn't either.
somebody hit me and talking about was that really real? Or was they acting like?
And I'm
I
sorry
seen it
because
like-
I was literally watching the Oscars all the way up to that, but it was low key boring, so I turned it off like at about 10 o'clock and went to bed and shit. Like,
And then this nigga
and
gets
all of a
smacked.
sudden messages start popping up. Like, you sit through shit on YouTube. Like, hold on, what? like,
Oh man.
what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like, this shit just happened. Like, come on, man. Like,
I think the worst thing about it that it overshined the Summer of Soul with Questlove when they went
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That documentary was so phenomenal.
Yeah. I don't know nothing else about the Oscars at all, so it overshined everything.
yeah, it overshined a lot of stuff. Like, yeah,
Like,
a few people
Everything.
won.
Everything. I
If
don't
you
know
haven't
nothing else
seen
about
Summer of Soul, you need to find that.
It's
It's on
it.
Hulu.
I heard it was good.
Look that up. Hey, that was phenomenal.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
do want to see that.
At the Oscar, he had to deal with it through all that,
Yeah.
through all that friction that was going on. That's crazy.
Where y'all at with Bel-Air, man? Speaking about Will Smith,
Nah,
let's
such
go
a great
to
show.
Bel-Air.
Such a great show.
Yeah, y'all seen every episode? Yeah, was y'all shocked that Marlon Wayans was his daddy?
I was, yeah.
I was, but when I got to looking at them, they low key.
I said they did a good job. Yeah, they did a good job with picking the dad.
Period. They did a great job.
They did.
Like I mean, the same build, everything. That's crazy. Like
I like the show because like they got all the actors and actresses are really good. There's nobody to say like they're terrible.
Nobody's dragging on it. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's a really
I like
good
how everybody
actor
playing their
and shit.
character.
Like, they doing really.
How do
good
y'all
at
feel
it.
about the character related to the character from the original show? Like the little tweaks that they put in them.
I love them all. Like you know what I'm saying. Like it's to the point now I don't even really compare them. Just besides
I'm getting there.
Name and shit.
Yeah,
like,
I'm getting there.
That's
yeah.
what their name is. But like they're their own people. Like you know what I'm saying. A little Jeffrey's character.
Yeah.
You know, I said
told
you from the get go, like Jeffrey is something different about that nigga. Like he was murdering somebody, in which he did.
Right.
You
called it.
Yeah,
you called it.
I seen that happening. I love Hillary's character. Like I love how they ain't make her just a dumb person anymore.
Hey,
like,
I'm so happy about that, bro.
She on her grind. Like I love her. So yeah, I love the show. I love it. I'm mad it's over. Like
I
can't wait for season 2. I hope it comes back next week. I mean,
that was the last episode.
Yeah, most of them 10
wow.
episodes. So like most seasons 10 episodes. So I figured that had to be
that was
the
the
last
season
one.
finale.
I didn't realize it was been 10 episodes already.
I love how Jazz is kicking with Hillary though. I love
Yeah.
that shit. That's probably my favorite part of the show for real.
That got me off. I didn't think they was gonna
hooked
get
them
there that fast, but that is so dope.
I thought it was a little grand till he get him there, but he got there though. Like, yeah, I love that.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, please go ahead.
So Uncle Phil's fan. I just need to put that out there.
Oh, shit, I'm big fan.
I'm being fine.
Nigga, Viv, nigga.
Right.
But no, one thing I will say is I totally love the fact that it's a drama, not a comedy.
Right.
Like it's like same characters, but it's a completely
different show.
It's like
and it was like a seamless transition on how they did it, man.
Right.
It's incredible. It's incredible how they did that.
Because I peeped the references to the original show, but it's still dramatized. Yeah.
It's almost like they just got like a piece of the original as their backstory. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of know who they are. You know, pieces of what the show or the episode might be about from references back. But they really turned it into their old thing.
It's really, it's dope.
What's his name? What's the guy who plays Will Smith?
Jabari Banks.
Okay. Yeah. He actually was on Breakfast Club. I don't know if you heard him when he did that, but they were asking him like, are there going to be portions of the show where they pull from certain like epic, like Will Smith and the dad?
Yeah. We just
like,
saw that.
Is it gonna, And he was just saying like, you'll know that what we're talking about, but it's going to be a completely different spectrum.
Right.
So like you'll be able to be like, oh, okay, so that was the episode when,
Right.
Okay,
but it's going to be a completely different twist, and I don't know. I just think that's dope. I think the show is really dope.
One thing I think is dope too is the way that they did the characters, like with Uncle Phil. Looking like you say fine or whatever, right? But the other Uncle Phil was like the butt of all the jokes every scene. They eliminated that Hillary not being dumb. I think that was calculated, but you know what I'm saying. I think Ashley. I think that's all of it is calculated with every character, even it's down to Carlton, because it's just showing how that can happen to that black kid that's around all white people all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and Lisa.
Lisa too. Yeah.
Oh,
How they spent that?
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about that?
I just
should Will have done that? I mean, I know he didn't know her, but he know that was his cousin's girl that he living with.
I'm just to the point on the show where I'm just like, fuck it, it is what it is. But
how do you feel about it?
I really,
how do you feel?
I accepted it. I guess it happened. It is what it is, man. But
I figured Carlton and Lisa ain't really have a real relationship.
Yeah,
man. They was kind of like that relationship.
I can see why she really ain't like that nigga.
They was only 2 black people in the school, so it's like they had to hook up. It didn't work, so it's like and then here comes Will. So that's how I looked at that. So it's like it is what it is.
I ain't sticking in the family. I ain't doing that. But I mean, for the show purposes, like I get it. But That's different.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
It's a really good show, man.
It
Like,
is.
Yeah, I fuck with
it.
it.
If you're not watching
fuck
it, you
with it.
definitely should
Right.
tune in to it for real.
Yeah, Bel-Air.
I just want to see if Jackie gonna pop up.
Yeah, I be thinking about that too, but
Jackie.
but because Lisa, see, when
Jackie?
I'm
I'm
thinking
sure.
about the
Tyra
old show though.
Oh,
Yeah.
When they was in college, like,
Remember, he had a real thing for her though on that show though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She only lasted one.
Yeah, she ain't last too long, did she?
Literally
Yeah,
one
Lisa.
show.
Yeah, he got married
she
to
was
Lisa
in
and
the
shit.
Oh, I guess she was in
I think they referenced her though, in an episode, and I ain't gonna be able to tell y'all exactly, but I think Trey say something about a girl.
mm-hmm.
You remember
He
that?
does, yep.
Back at home, and he asked like how she doing. You know what I'm saying? And I think
How they
that's
gonna bring it back around there.
yeah, or she don't never really come around. That was just that was our Jackie moment right there. Maybe she do come back around. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
See,
Another
That's what
season
he
to
was
build.
saying.
Right,
He
right.
was saying that's how it's gonna be. Like there's
Right.
these small little hints there, and
Yeah.
then you'll be able to go back to the show. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character on the show?
Uncle Phil, no.
I knew you were gonna say that. Right?
I did
What
too.
you like, man? You like what you like?
I did too.
Right, yeah, say it.
I think at the moment, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Jeffrey,
That dude.
I fuck with
Man,
Jeffrey.
yeah.
Jeffrey is.
Jeffrey,
I
that
love
dude.
It's Jeffrey and Will
he
for
has
me.
The accent,
Jeffrey and Hillary.
I fuck with Jeffrey.
Yeah, I
Jeffrey
like
and Hillary.
Yeah, Jeffrey
Okay.
Hillary, man.
All right. Yeah, I'm fucking with it. I love the show.
What you think
man.
about Michael Ealy though? Is he?
Yeah, I was
he
just
trouble?
ready to go there. I'm glad you asked.
Trouble?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, because he's trouble in every show,
Everything.
right?
Everything
Yeah.
he is.
Every time he drop the girls out the window, like, you know what I'm saying? He's bad.
Oh man, yeah. You can't trust this nigga.
Hey.
Who trusts Michael Ealy?
Nobody.
Yeah, you can't trust this nigga.
Not Lathan, he killed Morse Chestnut.
Right. Yeah, he bad news, man.
He was wild in
What, barbershop?
What is it?
Nah, he was wild in
how
barbershop
to
too.
be a man? Wait.
Oh,
With Kevin Hart.
yeah.
Oh, the motherfucker thinking like a man.
Think like a man. Yeah.
He was cool in there.
Yeah.
Was he though?
He was.
Was he really?
He made a reference to poor little girls.
Oh,
Yeah, he
man.
did. Yeah, crazy ass
But
nigga.
yeah, he trouble.
Yeah,
That ain't
off
right.
top. Yeah, they definitely gonna tap into that season 2. But yeah, love that show though.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
hope
Bel-Air
it'll be
is
a whole
dope.
another year though, man. I hope they don't take that long.
Man.
Yeah, we need like 3 weeks maybe. I
Man.
give him a month.
Let's
all
bring it
for
back
that.
by August or
I
something,
need
man. At least,
25
man.
new episodes.
Right.
Where's the story going?
Right.
And
I need to
honestly,
know.
If I'm being honest, like that was the issue. Like when the pandemic first hit, like we didn't have nothing but watching stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they start bringing, and then all of a sudden everybody stopped taping and recording. And then when the shows start coming back, they was coming back. You give us 3, and then y'all would
Right,
disappear for 6
Right.
months.
Right.
So that's how I fell off a lot of the shows. I hope they don't do that.
All right.
Yeah,
That
I
would
feel you.
be-
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Whenever it come back around, though, I'm definitely gonna
man.
be tuned in,
Oh, yeah, I'm
man.
with it.
Super facts.
For sure, Bel-Air is definitely dope. If y'all ain't been watching it, make sure y'all check. Yo, it's your boy Just Right, man. Like to thank everybody for tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all treat everybody the way you want to be treated. Keep God first and check the S.Y.S.M. Peace.
Keep that shit real, nigga.